years that you had such a choice that...
We actually bought so much stuff with us. Like we did. We had like 7 or 8 guitars or something like that, and we like hired all these like old like 80s Les Pauls and things like that.
And Phil even was like, you know, even once we got there and he kind of had a look at everything he's like, all right, I reckon we can get a couple more of these, or, you know, let's get a couple more drums. And so he'd be calling people.
So many amps, like a whole row of all these old Fenders and stuff. But we honestly used like 2 guitars on the whole record. We just kept coming back to the same sound. We're like, oh, let's try this. So we'd go through like, you know, 8 different guitars and always come back to these same 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, Phil was very like anti-gear, I think. He didn't want us to use a lot of pedals and stuff. He just wanted to get like these beautiful guitar sounds out of the amps. Yeah.
So what did you use for the guitars and amps?
We have like an old Japanese casino, one of the Epiphone casinos that just sounds so good. And it's been through the wars a little bit, hasn't it? It's like kind of hacked up, but it just sounds great. Like we keep using it. And I got this baritone guitar sent to me, this purple guitar that like everyone... they don't hate it, but
it's just so ugly.
It's not very respected amongst the band.
I don't watch this.
But I loved it. It got sent to me, and I just get some beautiful sounds. So we use that quite a lot on the record as well. And then just like, what do we use for the amps? Like a Fender. I think it was a Fender Reverb, like an old Fender Reverb. It sounded really, really nice. And then I got this old Ampeg amp from Emerald City Guitars, this old shop in Seattle. It's like this banged up amp. It was like about that big, and it just sounded so dirty. And I used it on the song Neon Crimson. If you hear all that kind of bluesy guitar in the background, that's all just through that amp. It's like really crunchy and sounds wild, yeah.
What about the acoustic guitars? What did you...
I use mainly... Oh no, what do we use?
I've got like an old Larrivee that is my main guitar. And Christina plays a Martin, and I think...
But my Martin's too new. Like, we didn't really use our
Phil
guitars
was very
because
like...
they're too new.
He didn't want to use anything that was like new or anything like that. So he got like an old Martin from a friend.
It was beautiful.
It was a beautiful guitar,
amazing.
So I played that one for a few songs. But I also used my Larrivee, and he was quite surprised by it. He was like, oh, this actually sounds pretty good.
For a new guitar.
So we used that. And then I remember going to Emerald City Guitars, and I needed a nylon string. And they were like, oh, you know, we've got these really nice ones here that you can hire. It was like, I think I played like a $15,000 nylon string guitar. And then there was this crappy one in the corner that was like $50 or something like that. And I compared them, and the $50 one sounded better. So we used that. I just took it with us. And
we were really sad that we couldn't take
that home with us. Because
it was only $50, but we had so much gear that we just couldn't afford to take it back with us.
With a new bunch of songs to play live, and you've got to do a new set list, do you agonise over how many new songs to group together, where to put them in the set, that sort of thing?
We have to have a whole night meeting to discuss the set list.
We pretty much... I don't even think we got it. No, we didn't even get it finished. Like we planned on having band rehearsal, and then we're like, oh, and we'll talk about the set list. Kind of knowing in the back of our heads, we're not going to be playing anything tonight. We're just going to be talking about the set list. So we set up our gear in our new rehearsal space. So that kind of took a bit of time, and then we spent the rest of the night working out the set list, and we still didn't.
I feel like we discuss things more than any band in history. Like,
I don't know.
We just are so...
Well, maybe we just talk about it more. So I don't know. Maybe we just talk about the fact that we talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like we do put a lot of thought into how we want the set to sound, and it's hard when you've got a new record because you want to play all the songs off the new record, but then you think, well, people are also coming to hear the old songs as well. So we kind of are pretty intentional about how we structure it.
It's been a bit different this album, I think, because suddenly we kind of have quite a lot of songs, whereas, you know, the last album was like, okay, play these songs off the new album, and then tick tick tick, these are the ones we feel, you know, we really need to play that are oldies. Whereas now it's kind of like, there's a lot of songs to fit into a set, and I guess working out which ones can we cut and which ones you know, they really have to stay.
So you've got the October-November tour, then what?
I think after that,
hopefully we'll be doing some festival stuff over the summer, and then we'll be looking forward to next year, and we'd love to be able to, we'd love to head overseas next year to, you know, maybe some spots we haven't been before. So we'll just sort of see.
Well, we're
how
hoping
that
to get
pans
to the
out.
UK at some point next year.
in
So
Europe. So
that's on the cards. And then I think we'll probably follow up with another tour at some point in Australia. And I mean, we're heading back to Canada and North America in November, December. Yeah. So.
It feels like there's so much before the end of the year that
yeah.
it's like, oh, I don't know what's happening next year. I'll think about that later.
We just go where we're told.
But yeah, we'll see.
All right, guys. Thanks for your time.
Not a
Awesome.
problem.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
What you gonna